Yo, what's up guys? How you doing? Got the festive feeling on with my Christmas jumper. Batman, because I'm in the Batmobile. So today we've actually got Ahmed's EJ8 out. He's been telling me for a long time to review the car, and many of you want to see the car as well. It's nearly complete. Well, do you know what? Cars are never complete. There's always something that you want to do. But let me tell you something, this is something special. This is actually a turbo EJ8. And those of you that don't know, this is a Coupe Civic, the 1.6 single cam EJ8 VTEC D16 as they're known by. So it's not the B series, it's the D series. They're actually capable of a lot of power as well. People actually underestimate them. Especially this one. This stop comes with 130 brake horsepower. Still 30 something brake under the B series. But with the D series, obviously you get cheaper insurance. I guess they're cheaper to run, slightly, depending on how you drive. This one is actually a bit extraordinary. It has a turbo strapped on it. Second gear pull, it's wet, spin, all spin, but wow. You strap a turbo onto a Honda, it is rapid. It is completely different. It changes the whole car. Hondas need turbo. It's the low end torque, it needs it. The blow off valve sounds amazing. So Emma's actually done a lot of mods to this one. This is his pride and joy, so he spent a lot of money, mainly my money. What are you looking for? Not only does it have a single cam VTEC, but it also comes with an Elderbrook full turbo kit, which comes from America. It's a very expensive and reliable kit. It has a Garage JDMfresh. It's got Performer X intake manifold. It's got a competition stage 2 clutch, which actually feels quite nice. It's not too hard. I can actually change gears really smoothly. It's got a lighting flywheel. It has the APR head bolts. There's a lot of stuff that has been done to this to get it to the performance that it is at. And I know all of you are probably wondering, how much brake horsepower is it pushing? According to Ahmed, we've not had it dynoed yet. He thinks it's around a mark of 200 to 230, but obviously we're going to get it dynoed. It's still got the Elderbrook piggy bank ECU that it comes with. Maybe in the future he might put a P28 on it, get it chipped, S300 or something like that, and then get it dynoed again and see what the difference is. Maybe a custom map can produce more brake horsepower. But as it is now, it does run smooth. It runs like an amazing car. So the car boosts around 10 psi. I'm pretty sure he can turn it up a bit more, but to stay safe, he's kept it running just right. Turbo kicks in just about 3,000 RPM, and then it will come on with the VTEC at 6,000 RPM. So you are getting that low end torque, low end kick before you're hitting VTEC, which is exactly what you need. As for the bodywork, I called it as the Batmobile because it is all blacked out. He's gone for the stealth look. He's got the SI EM1 spoiler on the back from America. The EM1s in America, they have them. He's all blacked out. The color coding is all blacked out. He's got VTI side skirts, VTI lip. Let's go again. Second gear. Whoa. It is wet, but this car is pulling. He's also got a Honda sock. If you know, you know. Keeps your hands warm. Emma's always running on reserve. Why do you run on reserve for? Student life. So he's got his boost gauge here on the dials on the clocks, and then he's got an oil temp as well, which isn't really working properly. But that's Honda life. So he nicked my cup holders from the S13 because this car doesn't have any cup holders. There are official JDM points right there. He's got a JVC head unit. You know, these young boys, they like to listen to music and have hands-free kits, etc. Safety first. But coming around the corners in this car, I used to have an EM1. Well, I've had a couple of EM1s. They're all B16. And I'll tell you this, the D series with a turbo strapped on it, it actually runs much better than a stock EM1, than a standard EM1 B series. Obviously, if he was to put a B series in here and then a turbo, it'd be a completely different thing. But he's stuck with D series. He's a D series boy. He likes the D. So coming around the corner as well, obviously it's wet. Look, it's understeered loads, but it's wet. He's not got proper tyres on the car. But let's go for another run. Whoa, too much, too much. But the car actually stays in place. It stays planted, going around corners. He's had this set up perfectly. The blow-off valve just sounds amazing. I know I've said it before, but that's one thing I love about turbo cars, the blow-off valve. He's got EO4 Recaro seats, which go quite nicely in this car. I would like to get some red EK9 Recaro seats, but the price difference is crazy. You can pick these up for cheap and they do the same job. He's got the wind deflectors outside. He's got his Instagram page on the window as well, so make sure you follow him, guys. Give him some love. He has a lot of pictures of his builds up. Just some of the things that he's actually put on. He's got a new radiator, new cam belt, new water pump, all the normal servicing stuff. He's got skunk tube full exhaust system, downpipe, skunk tube front and rear strut brace, skunk tube short shifter, skunk tube gear knob, weighted, nice. EO4 Recaro, like I said, rear camber arms. Oh, look at that swan, look at that swan. He's come up right to the car. You think he probably thinks we got bread?
I'm allowed, my paintwork's getting scratched.
Okay, let's move. As we were really interrupted by a swan, he's got EK9 style grille, EK9 headlights, braided fuel lines, piggyback ECU, rear lip. It's got the Boss kit on here. As for the wheels, it's got rotor fighters, but they do need to be refurbed. So a few scratch marks, but he bought it like that. He's not curbed the car. But what I'll do is I'll actually put all this description in the bottom. We're gonna get out of here because this swan actually might eat us. It might eat Ahmed's car. I think it likes it. It likes your car. So Ahmed's plans in the future for this are get it remapped, make sure the VTEC kicks in earlier, try and get a bit more power out of it as it is without doing any more mods. I think mods wise he's done pretty much everything you can do. There's nothing else that you can actually do more to it. He's got he's actually been rebuilding a gearbox which is in the garage, so he might even fit that on. As he's home from university, he's got free time on his hands. But let's go into some countryside roads. Do you know what? It's an awful day to do a review because you can't really test the car properly. But I've driven this car before, so I know how it handles. I know how much I can push it to until it actually comes out on you. The brake's actually good. Have you upgraded the brakes since last time? He's got the Civic Coupe pads on the front and drilled and grooved brakes, brake discs from MTech. He also actually got a rear disc conversion as well, which is off a VTI. Yep. So obviously, as you know, this car comes with drums. So he's taken the drums off, scrapped them and put discs on the back. He's got the rear anti-roll bar, which is 19mm thick. This car doesn't come with a rear anti-roll bar. He's got the LCAs in the back, genuine function 7.1s, and that's why the rear end actually stays planted. I've driven, well, my old EM1, like I was telling you, going around corners, it wasn't stable at all. It was very light, they're very tail happy. Even though it's a front wheel drive, it still feels like the back end's about to come out. They start swaying, but this one actually drives like a proper VTI, like VTI EK4. So it's actually got a fast road setup on spat coilovers. So look at this, how tight it handles this corner. It's perfect. All the work, all the recent work, steering rack, tie rod ends, ball joint, track rod ends. What else was done? Everything was done at Garage JDMfresh. Shout out Garage JDMfresh, doing them things. But like I said before in my garage review, if you want anything done, just hit us up, let us know, we'll sort it out for you.